What's happening, everyone? I'm on a little walk today, trying to find a cave. They used to have giant's bones. So I'm in the Wye Valley, and I've got to say, it's absolutely beautiful. I've never been here before. And we're going to find this cave that once held giant's bones, and hopefully I'll tell you a bit more about the mythology around it. But yeah, check this out. Don't watch your footing down this bad. This little drop. So I don't really know where I'm going, but I think this is the right way. We'll have to see. This is the path down towards a cave that's become famous back in the 1700s. The folklore tells us the bones were found, not any old bones. They were giant's bones. So not just some big lad from the valleys. Some dude with legs the size of surfboards. Now this place, let me look at it. It's beautiful. It's the perfect place for a local legend and a local myth, and it's a perfect place to bury a giant and to hide it away. Now this is a story, it's kind of too strange to be true, but too weird not to be. So here in the Wye Valley, there's this cave. Now they always start with things like a cave, don't they? But it's called Giant's Cave, and it's tucked away like a secret that no one's meant to find. In a place, well, it's kind of in a place that was designed by the Druids when they were on mushrooms, possibly, I don't know. But the story gets weird. So, about 300 years ago, there was a guy, and his name was Mr Pye, P-Y-E. Not Pye. Pye. Now Mr Pye was a local surgeon, and in 1700, when he was about, all that probably meant was he knew how to cut people open, and I don't know, maybe occasionally sewn back together. But that's all we know about him. That's all we know about Mr Pye. Or the background of Mr Pye anyway. So anyway, this guy Mr Pye, he has this rumour that there's a giant skeleton bone, or bones of a skeleton, for a giant rather. It's been found near Chepstow, in the Wye Valley, in Wales. Now in Wales, there's folklore of giants going back for centuries, so it's a big part of our local folklore, and it's deeply rooted throughout these lands. So it's not as if it could be dismissed. He goes to check it out. Quite a steep little drop. So anyway, this guy Mr Pye, he decides it's worth checking out, and lo and behold, he finds a cave. Now in this cave, Mr Pye, he finds these bones, and like the legend says, they're giant's bones. Now what he decides to do, he decides he wants it. He wants these bones. They're not to be left here. They're not to be for the people. They're not to be for the land and the legend of this country. He wants them. Now Mr Pye, he don't want him to put them in a museum somewhere, and he don't want them to be studied or anything. No, he wants them, and he wants to send them to Jamaica. Now I know what you're thinking. Jamaica? What the fuck you're on about? Nobody knows why. Nobody knows what's in Jamaica. Nobody knows why he wants to send them to Jamaica. Maybe he had a contact there who liked giants. Maybe he wanted to impress someone in the old gentleman clubs of Kingston. I don't know. Maybe though. Maybe he thought this is something ancient. This is an ancient myth buried in that cave. And now, if I can have it, I can hold that myth in my hand. And I can take it. I can take it and I can own it. It'll be mine. It'll be mine to parade around the world. And it'll no longer be hidden away in this cave. In this beautiful woodland. No. It's not going to be hidden away. It's not going to be hidden away for the local people. And this is where the story gets a bit strange. Yeah, so this Mr Pye, he secretly wraps up the bones of the giant from this cave, and he gets it on a ship and sets sail for Jamaica, stealing them, stealing what's been hidden in those caves. And guess what? Mid-voyage, that ship sinks, taken by the ocean, just disappears, and you're left wondering whether these bones ever existed. And now here's the bit I love, and the bit I love about folklore. It's what I've come to love about myths, folklore, legends, etc. If we look hard enough at the myth, and we can guide our thinking, we can see how it affects us in the modern world. And my brain goes on a little walk, and here's what I think that story is really about, and what our myth is really about. It's about what happens when humans try to own a myth. When we take something that's wild, strange and communal, like the legend of giant's bones in this big cave, looking over this beautiful view, and the legend of a giant. That's what happens when we take that and we try to package it and put it in a box and sort of sell tickets and profit off of it. Mr Pye got hold of the land's mythology, something strange and beautiful, and you know, something important, something ancient buried in this cave. And he thought I could wrap this up and send it away from Wales to fucking Jamaica, of all places. He wanted to turn it into property, and he wanted to turn the mystery and the mythology into a currency where he could just sell. So Mr Pye tried to export that mystery of these lands, and he tried to extract the wonder from it, like a resource in the universe, or the mythology, the spirits of these lands said no. You don't get to do this. You don't get to fucking own, you know, what's in this land, and you don't get to ship it off to Jamaica. So the sea swallowed it. Swallowed it like the theory of Atlantis, or like it swallowed my favourite sunglasses that time in Australia. The earth claimed it back, never to be seen again. And now all we're left is with this story, and a story that doesn't belong to anyone, because like folklore, it belongs to everyone. And maybe that's the point, after all. That's what got me thinking. No one person can own mythology or folklore, anything like that. It's not there to be packaged, and it's not there to be sold. It's not there to be owned by one person. Do you know what I mean? It's not there to be commodified, exploited. It's there for the people of the land, the people of this land. And when they did try to do that, when they tried to take those bones and remove the myth and the law, and remove the giant from this soil, the sea said no. It swallowed the ship, and it protected the mythology and the legend, because it's ancient folklore. It's not passive. It doesn't quietly allow you to steal it from the land. And this story, it reminds us of that. Myth and places folklore isn't a brand. It's not there to be shipped overseas like a souvenir. It belongs to the land it came from, to the people who whispered it into the fires and in the fields and in these woods. The minute you try to own it and mine it like it's some resource, it slips away. And that's the magic of legend, myth and folklore. So there you go. That's the story of a cave, a missing skeleton of a giant, and some mad guy called Mr Pye who tried to steal bones. And all of that is here, tucked away in the Wye Valley near Chepstow in South Wales.